Okay, so good day, grade 5. So we are now in our last week. So last lesson na po natin for the first quarter in mathematics. So our topic for today is about visualization of division of fraction. So fractions are well understood if it's represented by a circle or rectangular shape. So madali siya intindihin kapag sa circle kasi yun yung common na ginagamit natin pag tayo po ay naghahanap ng fraction. Okay? So 'di ba yung minsan ang ginagamit is yung pizza. Okay? And maganda rin naman yung rectangular shape. So yun po yung mga common na ginagamit natin sa fraction. It is easier to visualize such as halves, thirds, and quarter, or those denominators that has more factors such as eighths and twelfths. Using fraction strip, it will help you visualize fractions. After going through with this lesson, you're expected to visualize division of fractions. So let us look at this example. So we have yung 1. So ito yung isang buo. Tapos, ganito kalaki yung 1/8 and yung kalahati ng 1/8 is 1/16. So, ibig sabihin, ang 1/8 divided by 2 is 1/16. Because 1/16 times 2, kapag pinag-times mo yung 1/16 sa 2, ang magiging sagot is 1/8. So, babalik ka dito. So, ibig sabihin, ang kalahati ng 1/8 is 1/16. Then, next, we have yung 1 whole again natin. And yung kalahati niya is 1/2. Tapos, kapag hinati-hati natin siya sa 10, so yun po ay 1/10. Sa 5 lang pala. Pag hinati-hati natin siya sa 5, magiging 1/10. So, 1/2 divided by 5. So, pag pag pinaghati-hati natin sa 5, makakuha tayo ng 1/10. Because 1/10 times 5 is 1/2. So, ibabaliktad lang natin para ito yung ginagamit natin sa checking. So, itina-times naman natin para makuha natin kung tama ba talagang pag dinivide natin yung 1/2 sa 5 is 1/10. So, let us read and analyze the given problem. So, Daimler walks home after school, then suddenly passed by a chunk of wood. So, yan, naglalakad siya, uuwi na siya, tapos may nadaanan siya na kahoy. So, an idea popped up to his mind and wanted to share it to her sister. So, gusto niya i-share yun sa kanyang sister. He brought it home and chopped the chunk of wood equally. So, uh, hinati niya yung wood ng equal. So, because sharing is defined as division of resources. So, pag tayo po ay nag-share, nagbabahagi po tayo ng kung ano yung meron tayo. So, therefore, if you divide something, you are sharing. So, kapag naghahati ka, ibig sabihin, nag-share ka din. So, learning task 1. So, ito siya. Ito yung ating problem. So, answer the given questions. Kayo po ba, naranasan nyo na ba ang sharing? So, ano po kaya yung inyong shinare? So, isipin nyo po and then, pwede nyo po i-share ito sa inyong mga kasama sa bahay. So, anong naramdaman mo nung ikaw ay nag-share? So, nung ikaw ay mayroong shinare sa iba. So, anong naramdaman mo noon? Then, dito sa word problem natin, ano yung pinaghati? Ano yung dinivide natin dyan? So, ang dinivide natin dyan ay yung chunk of wood. Okay, so yun yung hinati. Ngayon, ano yung hinahanap dito sa problem? Anong tinatanong sa problem? So, wala, di ba? Wala dito. So, ano kaya sa palagi natin ang magiging tanong dyan? So, pwedeng ito. What part of the wood will each sibling get from the chunk of wood? So, ano bang, ilang parte ba ang makuha ni Daimler at saka no, kanyang sister? So, kung ito pa isa-solve natin, so ibig sabihin, assume natin itong rectangular na ito is yung chunk of wood. So, since dalawa lang sila, si Daimler at saka yung kanyang sister, so hatiin natin sa dalawa equally. So, ibig sabihin, yung one chunk of wood natin is hinatin natin by halves. So, yung 1/2 mapupunta kay Daimler, yung 1/2 naman mapupunta sa kanyang sister. So, yan. So, ito yung tinatawag na fraction strip. So, pwede kayong gumamit ng papel, tapos hatiin nyo lang siya sa dalawa. So, meron na kayong dalawang 1/2. So, learning task 2, do what is necessary. Write your observation. So, ito po ay nasa module natin. So, yung unang step, una daw natin gagawin, kukuha daw tayo ng dalawang papel. Then, yung isang papel daw, tutupiin natin sa dalawa. So, yan, tinupi natin. Assume natin na ito yung papel natin. Tinupi natin sa dalawa. So, bawat isang tupi na ito is 1/2. So, ito ay 1/2. Ito po ay 1/2. Then, ito yung tig 1/2 sila. So, dinivide daw yung isang 1/2 daw, i-divide natin sa tatlo. So, hinati natin sa tatlo. So, ang isang parte nito is 1/2 divided by 3 or 1/3 of 1/2. So, ito pa ay 1/3 ng 1/2. So, ito po yung 1/2 natin, di ba? So, yung 1/2 na to, hinati sa tatlo. So, 1/3 of 1/2 po ito. Then, kuha natin yung pangalawang papel. Itutupi naman natin siya ng tatlo. So, yan, tinupi natin ng tatlo. So, bawat isang part ay 1/3. Tapos, yung isang 1/3 daw, hatiin daw natin sa dalawa. So, kung natin sa dalawa, so 1/2, 1/2 yan. So, ibig sabihin, ito po ay 1/2 ng 1/3. Kasi 1/3 itong buo na to na hinati natin sa dalawa. So, fractions are a way to represent parts of a whole. It is written in A over B. So, the denominator B is the number of equal parts the whole has been divided into. And the numerator indicates how many parts are included. So, learning task 3. So, write each of the following as fraction. Model the fractions, then solve it. So, ito, 3 divided by 12. So, ibig sabihin yung tatlong hati. Ito po ay, pag ginawa natin fraction, so, magiging 3, 12. So, di ba ganyan siya? So, di ba naalala nyo, kapag ganito yung fraction natin, yung 12, nag-indicate siya ng ilang hati. Tapos, yung tatlo naman, yun yung shade. So, ibig sabihin, dito, so 12 yung hati, then isi-shade natin yung tatlo. So, kung hahatiin natin siya ng tig-tatlo, so ito yung unang tatlo, ito uli yung isa pa, ito yung isa, so bali walang remainder yan. So, saktong tig-tatlo lahat. So, pwede natin sabihin na ito po, ang nabuo natin dito is 4 na hati. Okay, so kung isa lang ang may shade, so ito po ay magiging 1/4. Kasi ito po ay 1/4. So, ito po ay 1/4. So, tigwa 1/4 po ito. So, ibig sabihin, yung 3/12 ay pwede nating sabihin na 1/4 din po siya. So, yan. 3/12 ay 1/4 po siya. Kasi, sakto naman siya kung natin tigtatlo. Number 2, 6 divided by 10. So, 10 hati, 6 ang isi-shade. Yan. So, yung blue yung shade natin, ay gray. So, ito, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So, bali, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? So, 6 ang may shade. So, mapapansin nyo yung 6, kung hahatiin natin siya sa dalawa, anong fraction kaya nito? So, 5 na yung hati, tapos ilang shade? 3. So, 3/5. So, ito, ganun din. Kailangan pareho sila ng hati, ha? So, 3/5, 3/5. So, yun po ay 6/10. So, yan. So, ibig sabihin ng 6/10 ay pwedeng gawin natin 3/5. Then, 7 divided by 14. So, 14 yung hati. Then, 7 daw yung may shade. So, nakita nyo dyan, parang pag ito yung may shade lang natin, so, parang siya ay 1/2. Kasi, parang shinade natin yung kalahati, di ba? Kalahati ng 14 ay 7. So, ito. So, 1/2 siya kasi kalahati siya no 14. So, ang 7 over 14 is equivalent to 1/2. Number 4, so 10 divided by 12. So, 12 yung hati. So, yung gray, yung shade natin. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, kung hahatiin natin to sa dalawa, so, anong fraction po ito? Itong unang side natin. So, ito po ay, ilan yung shade? 5. Ilang hati ito? 6. So, ito rin, ganoon din siya, 5, 6 din. So, ibig sabihin, ang 10 over 12 ay equivalent sa 5, 6. And, yung 2 divided by 4. So, 4 na hati, dalawa yung may shade. So, kung hatiin natin to sa dalawa, so ito po ay 1/2, ito din po ay 1/2. So, tika kalahati. So, ibig sabihin, ang 2 over 4 is equivalent sa 1/2. Number 6, so yung 4 over 16. So, kung hatiin natin ito sa tiga-4, kasi sakto siya tiga-4. So, ito po ay equivalent sa, ito po ay 1/4. So, lahat po ito, yung isang shade is 1/4. So, 4 over 16 is 1/4. And number 7, 3 divided by 24. So, 24 na hati, tapos tigta tatlo. So, ilang hati kaya ito? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, ang isang shade is 1, 8. Then, 18 divided by 54. So, ito yung hati. Okay, so yung 18 divided by 54 ay equivalent sa 1/3. So, yung isang shade, sa tatlong hati ito, so 1/3. So, next topic natin is about dividing simple fraction, whole number by fraction, and vice versa. So, division of fractions is a simple operation. You will be surprised to know that division of one fraction by other fraction is actually a process of multiplication of fractions. So, uh, meron lang siyang konti, may nadagdag lang sa kanyang step, pero parang multiplication of fraction lang din siya. So, after going through this lesson, you are expected to divide a simple fraction, whole number by a fraction, and vice versa. So, for the learning task 1, let us give the lowest term, then write the reciprocal of the following fractions. So, dito tayo sa 2/4. So, ang 2/4, kung kukunin natin ang lowest term, so siya po ay i-divide natin sa 2. So, pag dinivide natin siya sa 2, so 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 4 divided by 2 is 2. So, 1/2 po ang lowest term ng 2/4. Then, i-reciprocal lang natin siya. Kung naalala po nung last lesson, so ang gagawin lang natin is baliktarin lang siya. So, siya po ay magiging 2 over 1. So, ang 2 over 1, tandaan natin, pag ang denominator is 1, magiging whole number na lang po siya. So, siya po ay equivalent na sa 2. So, sa number 2 naman, ito po, ang common factor po ng 6 at saka ng 9 is 3. So, kung i-divide natin siya sa 3, so 6 divided by 3 is 2, 9 divided by 3 is 3, so 2/3. So, yun po ang lowest term niya. And, kung kukunin natin ang reciprocal, so ito po ay magiging 3/2. Then, number 3, so ang common factor ng 10 at saka ng 12 is 2. So, pag dinivide natin, 10 divided by 2 is 5, 12 divided by 2 is 6. So, magiging 5, 6. And the reciprocal po ng 5, 6 ay 6/5. Number 4, ang common factor ng 8 at saka 12 is 4. Kung nakalimutan ko paano hanapin ang common factor, so hanapin nyo lang yung GCF. Then, 8 divided by 4 is 2, and 12 divided by 4 is 3. So, 2/3 po. Then, reciprocal ng 2/3 is 3/2. Next, number 5. So, ang common factor ng 12 at saka ng 32 is 4. So, divide natin to sa 4. So, 12 divided by 4 is 3. 32 divided by 4 is 8. And reciprocal po ng 3/8 ay 8/3. Next, number 6. So, ang common factor ng 27 and 45 ay 9. So, 27 divided by 9 is 3. 45 divided by 9 is 5. Ang 3/5 po, kapag kinuha natin ang reciprocal, ay magiging 5/3. Next, number 7. So, ang common factor ng 35 at saka ng 63 is 7. So, 35 divided by 7 is 5. 63 divided by 7 is 9. So, 5/9. So, ang 5/9 kapag kinuha natin reciprocal ay magiging 9/5. Next, so number 8. So, ang common factor po ng 64 at saka ng 96 is 32. So, GCF po nila yan. So, 64 divided by 32 is 2. 96 divided by 32 is 3. So, ang 2/3 po kapag kinuha reciprocal ay magiging 3/2. So, when dividing a whole number by a fraction, you are finding how many groups of the fraction you can fit in the whole. The standard way of dividing a whole number by a fraction is to multiply the whole number by the reciprocal of the fraction. You can also draw a diagram to help you visualize the process. You need to remember, do multiplication or division first before you do addition or subtraction. So, suppose you are given 10 and 1/2 and 3/4. You are asked to find the quotient of two fractions. So, ang una natin gagawin is to find the reciprocal of the divisor. So, yung divisor po yung pangalawa. So, since ito po ay 3/4, ang reciprocal po ng 3/4 ay 4/3. Then next, i-multiply natin yung yung dividend doon sa reciprocal ng 3/4. So, yung 10 and 1/2 times 4/3 na siya. So, hindi na siya magiging divide, magiging multiply na siya kasi nag-reciprocal na tayo. So, yan. So, bago tayo hindi naman natin ma-multiply yung 10 and 1/2 na sa 4/3. Kailangan yung 10 and 1/2, gagawin muna natin siyang improper. So, kung parang pag tayo ay nag-multiply, gagawin muna natin siyang improper. So, ang 10 and 1/2, so 2 times 10 is 20 plus 1 is 21. So, magiging 21 halves. Then, yung 21 halves, i-multiply naman natin sa 4/3. So, doon sa reciprocal ng 3/4. So, doon po natin siya i-multiply. So, i-multiply natin. So, ang makukuha natin dyan. So, cancel lang naman to. So, ang 21 at 3, ang common factor is 3. So, 3 divided by 3 is 1. 21 divided by 3 is 7. Then, yung 2 at 4, ang common factor niya is 2. So, 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So, 7 times 2. So, nagkamali dito ng solve. So, ito po dapat ay 14. So, 7 times 2 is 14. 1 times 1 is 1. Then, so nakikita nyo dito, ang denominator ng 14 over 1 is 1. So, ito po ay magiging whole number, which is, ang answer po ay 14. Then, learning task 2. Let us find the quotient. Reduce your answer to lowest term. So, paano nga ulit yung rules natin? So, since ang 5 ay whole number, gagawin natin siyang fraction. So, ang 5 ay magiging equivalent sa 5 over 1. So, ang Division ay gagawin nating multiplication. Then, ang 1/2 po ay gagawin nating reciprocal. So, magiging 2/1. So, kapag pinag-multiply natin, 5 times 2 ay 10. 1 times 1 is 1. So, ang 10/1 ay equivalent sa 10. Then, ganun din sa 2. So, yung 9, whole number, gagawin natin fraction. So, magiging 9/1. Ang division, gagawing multiplication. Ang 1/3, kukunin ng reciprocal, magiging 3/1. So, 9 times 3 is 27. 1 times 1 is 1. So, ang 27/1 ay equivalent sa 27. Next, so yung number 3, ang 8 ay gagawing fraction. So, magiging 8/1. Ang division, gagawing multiplication. Ang 4/5 ay kukunin yung reciprocal, pagbabalik rin natin, magiging 5/4. So, kapag minultiply, 8 times 5 is 40. 1 times 4 is 4. And, so, pwede po siyang ipag-divide sa 4. So, 40 divided by 4 is 10. 4 divided by 4 is 1. And yung 10/1 na equivalent sa 10. Number 4, so yung 12, gagawin ulit natin fraction kasi siya ay whole number. So, 12/1. Yung divide, magiging multiply. Yung 2/6 ay magiging 6/2. So, kapag pinag-multiply natin, 12 times 6 is 72. 1 times 2 is 2. So, di-divide natin to both numerator and denominator sa 2. So, magiging 72 divided by 2 is 36. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So, ang 36/1 ay equivalent sa 36. And last, number 5. So, ang 16 ay magiging 16/1. Then, yung division ay magiging multiplication. Ang 4/5 ay pagbabalik rin natin magiging 5/4. So, multiply natin. 16 times 5 is 80. Then, 1 times 4 is 4. So, ito po ay pwedeng i-divide sa 4. 80 divided by 4 is 20. And 4 divided by 4 is 1. So, ang 20/1 ay equivalent sa 20. So, to divide the whole number by a fraction, multiply the dividend by the reciprocal of the divisor. So, multiply nyo lang yung unang number doon sa reciprocal ng pangalawang number. In order to find the reciprocal of a fraction, reverse the position of the numerator and denominator. So, if the fraction is a mixed number, change the mixed number to an improper fraction first, then get the reciprocal of the given improper fraction. So, ang gagawin muna, kapag mixed number po yung fraction, gagawin muna natin siya improper. Saka natin i-apply yung rules ng division. If the numbers to be divided are mixed numbers, change them first to improper fractions before dividing. So, learning task 3, let us perform the indicated operation. Compare the quotient of each expression. So, we will write greater than, less than, or equal to. So, solve muna natin yung number 1. 3/5 divided by 1/3. So, kopyahin ang dividend. Change division to multiplication. Then, yung 1/3, kunin na reciprocal, magiging 3/1. So, 3 times 3 is 9. And 5 times 1 is 5. So, since ito ay improper, gagawin natin yung mixed number. So, ito po ay equivalent sa 1 and 4/5. So, ito po ilalagay natin dito. Then next, yung pangalawa namang expression, 1 and 1/5, equivalent siya sa 6/5. So, kapag yung mixed number na 1 and 1/5 ginawang improper, magiging 6/5. Then, yung division, gagawing multiplication. Yung 3/8 i-reciprocal, magiging 8/3. So, 6 times 8 is 48. 5 times 3 is 15. So, ito po ay pwedeng i-divide sa 3. So, 48 divided by 3 is 16. 15 divided by 3 is 5. Ang 16/5, kapag ginawa nating mixed number, ay magiging 3 and 1/5. So, ano pang mas malaki? So, yung 1 and 4/5 o yung 3 and 1/5? So, dun pa lang sa whole number, makikita na natin kung ano mas malaki. Ito pang 1 or yung 3? Siyempre yung 3. So, dito tayo sa 3 and 1/5. Next, number 2. So, yung 8 and 5/7 ay mixed number. So, gagawin natin improper. Magiging 61/7. So, bakit? 7 times 8 is 56 plus 5 is 61. Then, yung division, gagawing multiplication. Yung 1/2, pagbabalik rin natin, magiging 2/1. So, multiply natin. 61 times 2 is 122. Then, 7 times 1 is 7. So, ngayon, ito ay improper. Gagawin natin siyang mix. So, ito po ay equivalent sa 17 and 3/7. So, para ma-check nyo kung tama talaga siya, multiply nyo lang uli yung 7 times 17 plus 3. Maging total po niyan is 122. Then, doon naman sa sunod, so yung 11, gagawin natin fraction, magiging 11/1. Then, gawin natin multiplication. Then, yung 1/3, gagawin natin 3/1. So, 11 times 3 is 33. 1 times 1 is 1. 33/1 is equivalent to 33. So, ano mas malaki? 17 or 33? So, syempre, yung 33. Then, number 3, 5 and 4/9. So, yan ay 5 times 9 is 45 plus 4 is 49. So, 49/9. Then, yung division, gagawing multiplication. Then, yung 7/8 ay magiging 8/7. 49 times 8 is 392. And 9 times 7 ay 63. So, ngayon, pwede siyang i-divide sa 7. So, 392 divided by 7 is 56. 63 divided by 7 is 9. So, ang 56 and 9, 56/9 is improper. So, gagawin natin siyang mixed number. So, magiging 6 and 2/9. So, bakit 6 and 2/9? So, 9 times 6 is 54 plus 2 is 56. So, ito po ay magiging 6 and 2/9. Then, yung kabila naman, yung 6 ay magiging 6/1. Then, division, magiging multiplication. And yung 3/5 ay magiging 5/3. 6 times 5 is 30. 1 times 3 is 3. So, ito po ay pwedeng i-divide sa 3. 30 divided by 3 is 10. 3 divided by 3 is 1. And 10/1 ay equivalent sa 10. So, ano pang mas malaki? Lagi natin titingnan lang muna yung whole number. So, 6 or 10. So, mas malaki yung 10. Then, number 4. So, 18 and 1/3. So, ito po ay equivalent sa 55 and 55/3, 55/3. Then, gawin natin times. Yung 3 ay equivalent sa 1/3. So, 55 times 1 is 55. 3 times 3 is 9. So, ito po ay equivalent sa 6 and 1, 9. Then, yung kabila naman, so yung 3/4, open lang natin. Then, gawin natin times. Yung 7 and 8/13. So, gagawin natin siyang improper. Magiging, so yung 13 times 7 is 91, plus 8 is 99. So, hindi pala muna to divide. Ay, hindi muna to times. So, ito yung magiging 99/13. Then, saka natin apply yung rules. So, kopyahin, 3/4. Tapos, gawing times. Tapos, yung 99/13, pagbabalik na rin, magiging 13/99. So, 3 times 13 is 39. And 99 times 4 is 396. So, pareho po silang divisible sa 3. So, 39 divided by 3 is 13. Then, 396 divided by 3 is 132. So, syempre, ang mas malaki dito is yung may whole number kasi ito walang whole number. Then, number 5. So, ang 10 ay magiging 10/1. Tapos, magiging multiplication. Then, yung, wag muna natin gawing multiplication kasi naka-mixed number pa yung pangalawa. So, divide muna natin. Yung 2 and 4/5 ay magiging 14/5. So, ngayon, apply na natin siya. So, kopyahin yung dividend, gawing multiplication. Then, yung 14/5 ay magiging 5/14. So, ito po ay equivalent sa 50/14. So, iyan po ay improper. Gagawin natin siyang mix. So, siya ay magiging 3 and 8/14. Or, pwede rin natin siya gawin na 3 and 4/7. Kasi na lowest term lang natin yung 8 and 14. Then next, so yung 4 and 3/8 ay equivalent sa 35/8. So, gawin natin times. Yung 5/32 ay magiging 32/5. So, 35 times 32 is 1,120. 8 times 5 is 40. So, ito po ay divisible or pwede nating i-divide sa 40. So, 1,120 divided by 40 is 28. 40 divided by 40 is 1. So, ito po ay equivalent sa 28. So, mas malaki yung 3 or yung 28. So, syempre yung 28. So, yung last topic natin is about solving routine and non-routine problem involving division without or with any other operations of fractions. So, after going through with this lesson, you are expected to solve routine or non-routine problems involving division with any of the other operations of fractions and whole numbers using appropriate problem-solving strategies and tools. For the learning task 1, let us read and analyze each problem carefully. So there are 2 and 2/3 pizzas. How many people are sharing when each has 2/3 of pizza? So yung kabuuan is 2 and 2/3. So hahatiin daw siya sa tig to 2/3. So ito po ay division. So mag-share po tayo. So kung i-apply natin yung rules, so ang 2 and 2/3 ay mix. So gagawin natin siyang improper. So siya po ay magiging 8/3. Then yung division, gagawing multiplication. Yung 2/3 gagawing 3 halves. So ang 8 times 3 is 24. 3 times 2 is 6. So ito po ay divisible sa 6. 24 divided by 6 is 4. 6 divided by 6 is 1. And yung 4 over 1 is equivalent sa 4. So, ang answer po dito is 4 people. Kasi yung ilang tao daw yung maghahati-hati. Number 2, a plastic bottle of mineral holds 600 ml or milliliters of water when it is 3/5 full. What is the capacity of the bottle? So, ito, pwede natin gawin through illustration. So, kung 3/5, so pwede tayong gumamit ng fraction strip. So, hatiin natin sa 5. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, ito daw, 3/5 sa tatlong shade. So, ito daw ay 600 ml ang laman. So, ang tinatanong kasi is itong kabuuan. So, ilan ang laman yan? Kung 600 itong tatlo, ilan kada isang box? Kung 600 yung buong ito. So, ito po ay tig to 200. So, 200, 200, ito ay 200 din. So, syempre, ito ay fraction. So, kailangan equal-equal yung lahat ng laman ng bawat box. So, syempre, itong walang shade ay 200 pa din yan. So, bale, 5 200. So, ilan lahat yung 5 200? So, 200 times 5 is equivalent sa 1,000. So, ibig sabihin, ang plastic bottle ay naglalaman ng 1,000 milliliters or 1,000 ml of water. Number 3, Joel spent 4/8 of his monthly salary for their groceries. After spending, he had 980 pesos left. How much is his monthly salary? So, 4/8. So, kung hahatiin natin siya, kung gagamitin ng fraction strip, so hahatiin natin sa 8. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, ito daw 4/8. So, ito. Ito po yung 4/8. So, 4 na shade. So, yun daw po ay ginagamit niya for groceries. Then, after niya magastos yan sa groceries, ang matitira sa kanya is 980. So, itong walang laman is 980 po ito. Ito yung natira sa kanya. Kung 980 itong 4 na box na to, ilan kada isang box? So, syempre, ang gagawin nyo lang dyan is divide nyo yung 980 sa 4. So, ibig sabihin, ang kada isang box ay naglalaman ng 245. So, kung 245 lahat ng box na ito, ilan lahat yung total? So, ilan bang hati ito sa 8? 245 times 8 ay 1,960. So, ito po yung kanyang monthly salary. So, 1,960 pesos. So let us read and analyze the problem. Observe the steps on how to solve the problem. Mrs. Lovey baked a loaf of bread for the birthday party. It measures 18 inches long. How many slices can she make if each slice measures 1 and 1/8 inches long? So yung unang step natin is to understand the problem. So we have two questions under understand. So yung first question is what is asked. So ano yung tinatanong dito sa problem? So yung number of slices that can be cut from a loaf of bread. So ano po yung given natin dito? Yung mga numbers. So yung 18 inches, so yun yung size ng loaf of bread, and each slice measures 1 and 1/8 inch long. Then, after we understand the problem, we have to plan how to solve the problem. So, yung third question natin is, what operation will be used? So, kung 18 inches, then hahati-hatiin niya daw into 1 and 1/8 inches long. So, syempre, hati-hati yon. So, yun po ay division. So, we had to divide the length of the loaf of bread by 1 and 1/8 inches long. Then, let us visualize or illustrate to help you in solving this problem. So, pwedeng ganyan. So, yung 18, hahati-hatiin natin tig 1/8. So, magiging 18 divided by 1/8. So, yung 1 and 1/8, ito po ay gagawing improper. So, magiging 9/8. Then, yung 18, since siya ay whole number, gagawin natin fraction, magiging 18/1. So, ito na po siya. Then, yung 9/8, gagawin naman natin siya yung reciprocal niya. So, magiging 8/9. Then, ipag-multiply na natin. So, 18/1 times 8/9. So, ang magiging answer po dito is 144/9, or kapag nilowest term natin yan or mas pinababa pa natin, magiging 16. Ibig sabihin, may 16 slices po ang makukuha natin dyan. So, yan. So, one way to check if the answer is correct is to go back with the illustration. So, ito po yung illustration. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So, ito yung 18. So, hatin sa tigwa 1/8. So, learning task 2, let us read and solve the following problem. So, Darla needs 3/9 cup of flour to bake a cake. She added another 3/5 cup of flour to make it bigger. How much flour did she use? So, 3/9 cup po ang kailangan. So, 3/9 cup of flour to bake a cake. She added another 3/5 cup of flour to make it bigger. So, added. So, ito pa nagdagdag. So, dadagdag tayo ng 3/5. So, addition to. So, yung 9 and 5, hanapan natin ng LCD. So, ang LCD ng 9 and 5 is 45. Then, 45 divided by 9 is 5 times 3 is 15. 45 divided by 5 is 9 times 3 is 27. Then, add na natin. So, 15 plus 27 ay 42. Then, so, tama, 42. So, kopyahin ng denominator, 45. So, ito po ay divisible sa 3. So, 42 divided by 3 is 14. And 45 divided by 3 is 15. So, ang kailangan niyang flour is 14/15 flour or cups of flour. Then, number 2, Fe shared her sandwich to April. Lovely ate. Ito, nagkamali na. Siguro to ay si Fe. Tapos ito ay si Lovely. Ay, sorry, si April pala. Okay, so ulitin natin. So, Fe shared her sandwich to April. Fe ate 1/4 of the sandwich, while April ate 2/3 of the sandwich. Which part of the sandwich was eaten by the two friends? So, i-add lang natin yung 1/4 at saka yung 2/3. So, yung 1/4 kasi kinain ni Faye, yung 2/3 kinain ni April. So, ang LCD ng 4 at saka ng 3 is 12. So, ang similar fractions nila ay, so 12 divided by 4 is 3. So, 3 times 1 is 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4 times 2 is 8. So, 11 twelves. So, ito po yung part of the sandwich na kinain ni na Fe and April. Learning task 3, let us follow the steps in solving word problems. So, Mr. Romel rents a van for their yearly out of town. The van rental covers 100 kilometers only, but he travels for 110 kilometers, so he needs to pay 250 and 1/5. How much is the payment for every kilometer he exceeded? So, pag sinabi natin 250 and 1/5, ang 1/5 po ay equivalent sa 20 centavos. So, 250, or pwede namang 1/5 na lang po ang gamitin natin kasi ito po, ang topic po natin is fraction. So, di-divide po natin siya sa 110. Kasi ang hinahanap natin is magkano binayaran niya kada kilometer. So, ang 250 and 1/5 ay mixed fraction. Gagawin po natin siyang improper. So, 250 times 5 is 1,250 plus 1 is 1,251. So, over 5. Times, yung 110 ay magiging 110 over 1. So, magiging 1 over 110 kasi reciprocal. So, 1,251 times 1 is 1,251. And 5 times 110 is 550. So, 1,251 divided by 550 is 2, and so 550 times 2 is 1,100 minus 1,251. So, 151 over 550. So, kung isosolve po natin ito po equivalent sa 2 and 28 centavos. So, ang answer po natin dito is 2 pesos and 28 centavos. Ayan. So, the government needs to interview people who will be beneficiaries of the Social Amelioration Program or SAP. They needed to interview 5 beneficiaries for 3/8 of an hour. How many minutes needed for each beneficiary? So, para gawin natin ito, pwede natin gamitin yung illustration. So, ang 3/8 po, so ito po siya. So, hatiin natin sa 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, ang total nito, nagre-represent to sa 1 hour. So, 60 minutes. And, tatlo lang po, 3/8. So, tatlo lang po ang ginamit para sa pag-interview. So, ito po. So, kung 60 minutes po ito, divided by 8, so tig 7 and 1/2 po kada oras. So, kada box. So, tig 7 and 1/2. So, kapag tinotal natin to lahat, so ito po ay 22 and 1/2. So, ito po yung ginamit. So, minutes. Kasi minutes yung hinahanap natin. So, ito po yung ginamit para sa interview. So, ngayon, hahati-hatiin natin yung 22 and 1/2 sa 5 beneficiary. So, 22 and 1/2 divided by 5. So, 22 and 1/2 ay magiging 45 and 45 over 2 or 45 halves times yung reciprocal ng 5 is 1/5. So, ito po ay magiging 45 over 10. Or, pwede natin i-divide sa 5. So, magiging 9 halves. And yung 9 halves, kapag ginawa nating mix fraction, ay magiging 4 and 1/2. So, ibig sabihin, yung bawat isang beneficiary ay tatagal ng 4 and 1/2 minutes sa kanilang interview. Next, number 3. During feast, there is a carnival in our place. Audrey liked to ride on a carousel. The carousel takes about 2/5 of an hour to finish. If there are 8 carousel horses and 32 kids in front of Audrey, how long does Audrey need to wait before it is her turn to ride the carousel? So, ang isang carousel daw ay tatagal ng 2/5 of an hour. So, ilan po ba yung 2/5 of an hour? So, pwede nating illustrate yan. So, kung 5 hati, so ilang minuto ba ang isang oras? 60 minutes. So, kung 60 minutes, ilan po kada isang box dito kung hati natin sa 5? So, ito po ay mayroong 12. So, tig to 12. Ang 1/5 ng isang oras. Eh, 2/5 daw yan. So, itong dalawa. So, ibig sabihin, tumatagal ang carousel ng 24 minutes. Ngayon, meron daw 8 carousel and 32 kids sa unahan ni Audrey. Kung 32 ang kids at 8 lang yung carousel, ilang beses bago siya makasakay? So, di ba, 4 kasi 32 divided by 8 is 4. So, kailangan niya pa na mag-antay ng 4 na beses ng pagsakay kasi 32 yung nasa unahan niya, ilang minuto siya mag-iintay. So, 24 times 4 is 96. So, Audrey have to wait 96 minutes para po makasakay siya sa carousel. So, yung 96 minutes is equivalent to 1 hour and 36 minutes. So, dun po nagtatapos yung ating lesson para sa first quarter po ng Mathematics 5. So, I hope po madami kayo natutunan about this lesson and I will see you po sa ating second quarter next week. So, thank you po sa pakikinig.